Okay guys, I'm going back to chart for the last time today. It's just gone 11 o'clock. So let's roll the intro and I'll fire my screens up. And a warm welcome to one and all. Let's look at USJPY. I'm going to be putting an order in on this. Now let me just drop it down into 5 minutes and I'll kind of show you the count back. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's at the level right now. So we're going to drop that in and we're just going to put the price above it for about 15 ticks. That'll do. Just to start with. But where's it coming from? What am I looking at today? Well, if we drop it back to 15 minutes, just so that we can kind of see where we are, we can see we've got this nice motion running here. You know, it's pushing through and it's lovely. Okay. Why is that? Well, because you can see it. It's progressively getting up into nice levels. But when it's pulling back, it bounced cleanly off this level and is now running up to the top here. All right. So you can see that, and you can even on this section here at the end of this compression, you can almost see an ABC pattern coming in, or a 5-wave Elliott. So kind of start 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll get onto the end and it'll go up for the last flush. Now that's one way of looking at it. I don't particularly like Elliott waves too much, simply because it's not an Elliott wave till it's an Elliott wave and it's a low time frame. So therefore it's not that good. So if I look at this though, this is something that I do follow. Once I've plugged in all of my figures into this, and the guys in the squad do get access to the bias tool, which runs this section here, it'll actually map the trade for me. So if I look at this USJPY, it's telling me it's pretty much buying across the board. So the higher time frames are saying buying and the lower time frames are also saying buying. Now that's fine. Monitor, fair, good, 29. But you've also got to put into this a little bit of chart reading as well. And the chart reading is what I've just been saying. If this is at the top end of an Elliott wave, there mightn't be that much further for it to go. So if that's to run up to 29 pips, that's all the way up into here. Well, let's just leave it there for now. And we're going to see how it goes. Now I'm prepared to stage this all the way down to here where it bounced before. And we can see it's been a good level, bounce, bounce, and then up. And we can bounce the price between these 2 points. But at the moment, up there looks okay. Now I've done all right this morning. There's a video for each one of these trades of how they were done and how they were broken up. And there should only be that, hold on. Oh, it's gone into market, right? So it's triggered. So we can put our extra orders into this now and then run them up. So lovely jubbly. So that's what we're going to do. So extra orders go in, bang, 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 all the way up to there. Gets under here, I'll have to rethink what I'm doing and look at damage control. Okay, catch you in a bit, guys. Okay guys, I'm going to kill this off. We've done okay. We've got this much out of it already, but it's starting to reverse and I've got to go out. So I'm going to kill that. So we're done. I'm quite happy with the outcome of what we've had. So it's like the thick end of another 100 quid. But these circles, what was happening was it started stalling in and around this area. So I decided to kill the trades off. And then from there, I really wanted it to pull back here, but it didn't. It was stretched to buggery. If you look at sort of an RSI, things like that, it was stretched. But then it started to surge and it made the breakout of this, which is this point here, which is kind of why I was highlighting it. And I just put in a mediocre target to see if it could get there. And, well, it had a good go, but now it's struggling. It's very close to this level. And we've got US data coming in around now. It's all medium stuff, but it might be enough to push the market down because we've got FOMC later on tonight. And I've got to go off to the doctor's now. It's just joys of getting old.
If you can't take a little bloody nose, maybe you ought to go back home and crawl under your bed.
So that kind of concludes my trades today. I'm quite pleased with how it's gone because everything was told to the group before I went to market. So I can't be any fairer than that. I followed the plans that I look at, you know, and let's just touch on this a moment. I do get comments saying I make it look easy and your win rate's ridiculous, all of this. All right, have a good win rate. Is it as good as you think it is? No, it's not. Because if I went at the market over and over, I would get caught. And not only would I get caught, I'd probably get wiped out. And I do take heavy losses from time to time, I really do. But I have enough in the tank to cover them. But my theory is this. I'll trade once or twice a day. Sometimes if I'm showboating, a little bit like today where I've gone to the market a few times. But I've gone to the market a few times because the guys asked me to. But I had a break in between each one, which allowed me to study the market properly and then go in. And I work hour to hour. So at the top of the hour, I'll ask a question. Is it ready, yes or no? If it's no, I won't go to market. I'll leave it alone, which then gives me plenty of time to reset and think about what I'm doing. Then when I go into market, I go in with an acceptable target and my stop is also acceptable. Now I use it, maybe it's about half an ATR as a stop, and then I'll stage into it. Why? Because it's sensible. And I've been around the block so many times, I know that's what works for me. Now I stress for me. And the reason it looks easy is because I do it every day. And I've done it for years. Now, I can't dance. Can't dance to save my life. You know, I've got no rhythm. Well, I do actually, because I sing like anything. Because I'm like Elvis reincarnated. Well, maybe a goose farting in the fog. I haven't quite figured out yet, but I do like a sing song. Anyway, you watch a dancer, whether it's break dancing, ballet, or whatever, and they're so graceful. And they whiz round the stage and it looks effortless. But what we don't see is the hours of practice. Seeing every move over and over, getting it wrong, falling on their arse, till the point where they're graceful. They just know it instinctively because they've done it 1,000 times and they've rehearsed and they've practiced and they've researched. We don't see any of that. We just see the 5-minute performance. Likewise with me in the charts, you don't see what goes behind a trade. There's a lot of work goes behind it. And I'm going to be absolutely brutally honest. If you think for a merry second you're going to learn to trade and have a 6-figure salary watching a 15-minute video and the super strategy, you're a moron. Nobody in a professional career learns how to do it in 15 minutes. And there is no super strategy. You can watch all the gurus you like, if that's what you want to call them. You know, it doesn't happen. You watch business owners. The ones who succeed are the ones that do the research. They do things like SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats. You do SMART analysis, all these sort of different things. And the good little exercises to go through. Because you write it down, you understand it. And then if you know what your weaknesses are, you know what the threats to the market are, you can then see your strengths and opportunities. Very, very simple. It's all in the planning, all in the homework. And if you can't spend a few minutes to learn or invest in yourself, you will never learn. So the best favor I can give you is tell you to stop, go watch some music videos, get a McDonald's application, and you'll be better off at the end of the month. But if you truly want to trade, you've got to learn the craft. And if you kick off because you can't do it, you need to look in the mirror, because there's only one person to blame. Yourself. Why? Because you didn't put the work in. Don't put the work in, how on earth are you going to get the reward out? Sermon according to Scruff. So I'm done. I'm going to go get my bloods taken. Apparently I have to slow down. I've got chronic fatigue apparently. It's never going to happen. I've had that bloody years, you know. And I find joy in what I do. And as long as I enjoy it, I'm going to continue to do it. Nobody's going to tell me to slow down. So as always, guys, trade well, keep your risk managed, but above all, do what you love, and the money will follow. See you all in the next one.